I'm not going to bury the lead. Yes, I see how AI has been coming for my job and probably yours too. But I'm not actually scared about it in the way that the internet tells me I should be. And here's why. When it comes to service providers, people choose where they're going to spend their money because of the people, not because of the machine. Though I will say the machine is obviously important. We could talk about that later. But getting back to how and why this idea was really crystallized for me comes from years now of having to answer a lot of questions from my clients about what AI can do for them, the best way to take things off their plate, how it should be used, how it shouldn't be used. For more on that, check out my 5 principles that I use to help clients figure out if and how they should be using AI for their business and their marketing. It's episode 3, and it starts with the title, AI in Business, Our 5 Guiding Principles. But very practically, when it comes to AI, marketing, scaling businesses into the high multiple 6 figures, mid 7-figure range that a lot of my clients are in, when used right, I've seen AI strengthen their business's outputs, streamline operations, and give team members the space to really focus on big picture growth. Because from a marketing standpoint, it can spit out content at the speed of light. It can edit social content and podcasts in minutes. It can help build apps and websites. For customer service, I've had it help my clients fill gaps where leads were slipping through the cracks or jump in when a team member was busy with a customer or something that was just on their plate. And yeah, particularly for the marketing piece at the upfront of these examples, that's something that my agency does really well. So yeah, it was scary at first to think about how that part of the business can become completely unnecessary in just a few years' time. But then I started to see how people were using it. And for a lot of people, they were using it really poorly, like embarrassingly bad. I mean, we've all had the super robotic, soulless interactions with AI. We've all read the copy that's just overloaded with emojis and the long hyphens that people try to pass as their own, but that just screams AI generated. And I thought, okay, maybe I'm actually safe for a little bit longer. As I started to use it more intentionally and created more powerful solutions for my clients, it became clearer which cases were best supported by AI and how to leverage it, and then what still needed the human interaction. And through that, we were able to help our clients and my own agency work smarter. So again, it came back to what it allowed humans to do better. We have more time to help the clients in front of us. We're able to spend more time building relationships with leads, prospects, and getting them excited to buy. And all of this is based on real human connection and relationship building. So what ultimately matters is you, your team, the relationships, and the experience that only you can build. And from this calm grounding, I realized that rather than fight the current that AI is leading us down, what if we could use it to our advantage? And that's the lens that I support my clients and the AI solutions we build for them from, and also the way that I use it in my own business. Together, we figure out where there's strain on the owner, their team, the processes, and we create solutions that take things off their plate. And through this intentional approach, we're able to let people focus on the parts of the business that are solely dependent on the human connection, something that AI will never be able to take away, regardless of which industry you're in. So real world example, let's use me and this podcast right now. As I've mentioned on other episodes, I use AI a lot to help support the show. I used to have an editor who I would make cut out every single like and So she was spending way too much editing every single episode because of my crazy shenanigans and just Katieisms. And by switching from a contractor to a podcast editing system, what I used to spend every month with her editing the 4 weekly shows, I now spend in my annual subscription. So massive cost savings right there. Taking it a step further, once I recorded those episodes, I then had to manually create all the supplemental marketing materials for each episode. So it was the show notes, the email, the social content, the blog that I had on my website that housed every single episode, and so much more. But now I built a custom GPT, which I'm loving, by the way, and that's something that I personally build in ChatGPT, where I first type out my script and the working title for each episode. I then have my custom GPT review it to make sure I'm not missing anything major that would help tell the story. They review the working title and either give me edits on it or alternative options that are grounded in my voice, my personality, search best practices so that the right people will find it, and write show notes from the script. Plus, it creates all the supporting materials. So the email that goes out each week to support each episode. Then for the social piece, Riverside, the podcast editing tool I use, clips the episodes for me, and I'm able to take those clips and leverage my custom GPT to create channel-specific captions for each clip. This is literally saving me 3 to 5 hours each week, plus the editor, her time, the cost of all of that. So sure, AI is absolutely coming for pieces of your job. But until society fundamentally changes and human beings are not in the buying seat anymore, they're still going to want you. So my advice, work with AI instead of fighting against it. I've trained AI solutions to help my clients create stronger emails, site copy, social content at a faster rate. I've trained it to help them synthesize their work to make sense of what's going on faster or identify potential problems before they become real issues. I've built solutions that help them fill in the customer service gaps thanks to AI. And through all of this, I've watched clients finally have the space to scale their business because they have the time to focus their attention and their energy on what only they can do. And when I say they, I mean humans. So if you're listening to this and you're thinking, okay, I get it. I don't want to ignore AI, but I also don't want to mess it up. That's exactly why I'm opening up a small group program. It's going to be a small mastermind where not only do I teach you how to use these tools, but together we're going to build your own personalized marketing assistant who can actually create the materials that you need to move your business forward. In it, we're not just going to talk about like what the tools are, but we're actually going to build your own custom AI-powered marketing assistant the right way. Meaning, it sounds like you. It understands your audience. It's created from your unique positioning, perspective, experience. It supports your team instead of confuses them. We'll build the foundation. We'll train it. We'll pressure test it to make sure that it actually works for your business. And you're going to be able to start using it immediately, like within week 1, to create cross-channel marketing materials that actually deliver on the goals you have for your business. Because AI without strategy and the proven experience is just noise. But AI built intentionally becomes leverage. So if you're ready to stop dabbling and start building something that actually supports your growth, join me inside this small group program. I'll share the details in the show notes. I know the power that these tools provide, and I'm so excited to watch the transformation that I know it's going to create for your business. So can't wait to see you on the inside. And reminder, you're okay. You've got this. We've got it together. I'm here to support you. I'll see you in there.